Hi, Nathan Spanky Briggs here, and I've had a question from Lisa D'Alessio. Apologies if I've mangled your name there, Lisa. On what is a good host for your WordPress site. To decide what sort of host you need to figure out what qualities you need it to have. Some things that you normally need. You need a good physical infrastructure, which means you need good hardware on the server itself. You need a good data center with reliable power and cooling. You need to be able to connect to the wider internet through lots of different ways. So if one cable goes down, it's not such a big deal. You need things like 24/7 monitoring, so if there's a problem on the server, you don't want to have to wait till the next morning if it goes down at 11 o'clock at night. You want techs to be able to get there right then and fix the problem. You also need to make sure your server is well configured. Does your company have good techs who know what they're doing? Are they keeping the server up to date? Is it secure? A good way to figure out if the server techs at your hosting company you're looking at know what they're talking about is, do they allow FTP or just SFTP? FTP is what you're probably using right now. It's very common, almost all hosts use it, and it's also total crap. It's horribly insecure. It's like yelling your credit card details across a big library full of people who want to steal your details and screw with your site. Very, very bad idea. What you want is SFTP, because that encrypts your username and your password. It's the same as if you go to a website like Amazon.com, you're buying something, you see a little padlock up in the URL bar. That means your connection is secure. That's what SFTP does to FTP. It makes it possible for all your details and everything you're transferring to and from the server is sent securely. No one can eavesdrop on it. So if your host does not let you do that, or a host you're looking at does not have SFTP, run away. Run, I mean it. Get in your car, go vroom, straight away. Rubbish. Horrible. Something you need to look at as well, the last thing, is to make sure that your site isn't going to be placed on an overloaded server. What do I mean by overloaded? What you have in the cheaper hosts is they say, oh yeah, we've got this great server, it's 3 gigahertz quad core, really powerful, and then they don't mention that they've actually got 3,000 sites sitting on that one server. That's going to be a problem, because one of those sites or a handful of them starts getting a bit of traffic, everything on the server slows down and your site slows to a crawl, or it just doesn't come up at all. So you need to look at not what just hardware they say they've got, you need to look at how many sites and how busy sites they've got on each server. A quick and easy way to do this, because they're not actually going to tell you if you ask them, and if they do tell you, they'll probably lie. An easy way is to look at how much they're charging and then what their expenses are. Are they doing big flashy ad campaigns? Are they giving a huge amount of money away to affiliates? One popular web host, they actually give away almost the entire first year's fee for a single sign-up on a package as low as $4. They're giving 60, 80, even more than that dollars on a $4 a month package. It's completely unsustainable. They're not actually spending any money on providing you the service at all. So you're going to get a very poor service on a very overloaded server, and if it starts getting busy, you are absolutely screwed. So that's what you need to look at when you're choosing a host. Now here are my top 3, depending on what you need. If you're just after a very cheap, basic service, very basic to no support for WordPress itself at all, they just provide you a good basic server package, then my current favourite is DreamHost, because their servers are well configured, they are secure, they do spend a decent amount of money on them, and they let you use SFTP. So they are my sort of bargain basement host at the moment. Next one up the ladder is WP Engine. They're a managed WordPress service, which means they take care of updates to WordPress itself for you. I call them semi-managed because there are some limitations on what they do, and you will have to update plugins and themes yourself and make sure they work with each new version of WordPress. That's sort of the trade-off you get to be able to have a service as good as they provide, with as good technology and really good support staff. There do have to be some limitations, and to provide the service that WP Engine do for $30 a month is absolutely amazing. So they are a very good middle of the road choice. They're not particularly expensive, and they do provide you a very good service. My personal favourite, which I recommend to most but not all of my clients, some people I do recommend to either DreamHost or WP Engine if they don't need the sort of service I provide, because my service is more expensive, it's more customized to what you need, and because I have complete control over the server and how many people I put on it, I can really keep the speed up, I can keep the quality of service up, and if there is ever any problem, I don't need to liaise with a hosting company to fix it. I just fix it. So that's my sort of top level recommendation, and that it is more expensive than the other two, but for a lot of people it's worth it. So I hope I've answered your question there, Lisa, and if you have any questions, just post below this video. I'll be happy to answer them. Thanks.